Have you ever wondered what's the secret to living a long, fulfilling life, past 90 and beyond? Is it in your genes, the food you eat, or the way you live every single day? Here's a fascinating fact. Studies show that people in certain parts of the world, like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy, often live to be over 100, and they stay healthy and happy while doing so. What's their secret? Think about someone you know, maybe a grandparent or a neighbor, who seems to have unlocked the code to longevity. They wake up every morning with a smile, their energy is contagious, and you can't help but wonder, how do they do it? In today's video, we're uncovering the 10 habits that doctors and researchers have found to be common among people who live past 90. These aren't quick fixes or trendy fads. They're simple, proven habits that anyone can start practicing. Stay with me until the end, because you'll not only learn these life-changing habits, but you'll also discover one myth about longevity that might surprise you. And trust me, it's something many people get wrong. If you're ready to take charge of your health and live your best life, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's dive in and uncover the secrets to living long and living well. Let's face it, life after 60 often feels like a mixed bag, doesn't it? Some days you wake up feeling great, while on others you may notice your energy fading, your joints aching, or your mind struggling to keep up with all the little things. It's normal to wonder, am I doing enough to stay healthy as I age? Let's talk about an example of physical health. Maybe you've noticed that climbing a flight of stairs feels harder than it used to, or that you can't quite keep up with your grandkids the way you'd like to. For some, there's even the fear of facing illnesses like heart disease, diabetes, or arthritis, conditions that tend to creep up silently over the years. Now, let's talk about an example of mental health. And then there's the mental side of it. Do you ever forget where you left your keys or struggle to remember the name of an old friend? It can be frustrating, even a little scary. You might ask yourself, is this just aging, or could it be something more serious? Let's talk an example of emotional well-being. On top of all this, many seniors feel lonely or disconnected from the world around them. Perhaps your kids have grown up and moved away, or maybe you've lost touch with some old friends. That sense of isolation can make staying motivated to prioritize your health even harder. Here's the thing. Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down or giving up. The truth is that many of the physical, mental, and emotional struggles we face as we get older aren't inevitable. They're often the result of small habits that can either help us thrive or hold us back. Think about this. How many of us skip regular exercise because it feels too tiring? Or settle for unhealthy convenience foods because cooking takes too much effort? Over time, these small choices can add up, affecting your energy, mood, and even how long you live. Does this sound like you? Have you ever felt like it's too late to make a change? Do you sometimes feel like your health is out of your control? Or have you wondered if the effort to stay healthy is even worth it? If you're nodding your head right now, you're not alone. So many people struggle with the same questions, and it's okay to feel that way. But here's the good news. The secret to living a longer, healthier life isn't about making dramatic changes overnight. It's about adopting simple, consistent habits that work with your body, not against it. Science has shown us that the choices we make today can have a profound impact on how we age. And we're not just talking about living longer, we're talking about living better. Imagine having the energy to travel, the clarity to enjoy meaningful conversations, and the strength to embrace life's little joys, even as you grow older. Here's where it gets exciting. The habits of people who live past 90 aren't secrets. They're things you can start doing right now. And no, it's not about following strict diets or spending hours at the gym. It's about small, intentional actions that protect your body, sharpen your mind, and nurture your spirit. So, if you've been wondering how to regain control of your health and feel your best at any age, you're in the right place. In the next section, we'll dive into the science of longevity and uncover the 10 simple habits that can transform your life. Before we move on, take a moment to reflect. What's one area of your life you'd like to improve? Your physical health, your mental clarity, or your emotional well-being? Let us know in the comments below, because change starts with identifying what matters most to you. So what exactly is the key to a long and healthy life? Is it in our DNA, or do our daily habits matter more? While genetics certainly play a role, research shows that up to 70% of longevity depends on the choices we make every day. This is great news. It means you have a lot more control over your future than you might think. Let's talk about the role of science in longevity. To understand longevity, we need to start at the cellular level. Think of your body as a house, and your cells as the bricks holding it together. Over time, wear and tear cause these bricks to weaken. But here's the exciting part. Your body has a built-in repair system. It's called cellular regeneration. When you eat right, stay active, and manage stress, your body strengthens these cells, helping them fight off damage. Dr. Dan Buettner, who studied the world's blue zones, regions where people live the longest, found that lifestyle choices, not expensive treatments or fancy supplements, are the secret to longevity. In Okinawa, for example, elders maintain an active lifestyle, eat a plant-based diet, and nurture strong social bonds. Let's break down the science of longevity habits. Number 1, move naturally. You've probably heard this one before. Exercise is good for you, but here's the catch. It doesn't have to mean hitting the gym for hours. People in blue zones don't work out in the traditional sense. Instead, they move naturally throughout the day. Gardening, walking, and even cleaning the house keep their bodies active without the stress of intense workouts. When you move regularly, you improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and maintain muscle strength, all of which are critical as you age. It's like keeping a car engine running smoothly by taking it out for regular drives. Number 2, the 80% rule. Eat less, live more. Here's something fascinating. The Okinawans have a saying, hara hachi bu, which means eat until you're 80% full. This habit prevents overeating, giving the digestive system a break and reducing the risk of obesity and related diseases. When you eat less, your body produces fewer harmful free radicals. Think of it like a car. If you overfill the gas tank, it overflows and creates a mess. Eating just the right amount keeps everything running efficiently. Number 3, plant-based eating. No, you don't have to become a vegetarian, but adding more plant-based foods to your plate can do wonders for your health. In blue zones, people eat diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and legumes. Plants are packed with antioxidants which fight damage caused by aging. Imagine your body as a garden. Antioxidants are the fertilizers that keep your cells thriving and prevent weeds, like chronic diseases, from taking over. Number 4, the power of connection. Have you ever noticed how spending time with loved ones lifts your mood? It's not just in your head. People who maintain strong social connections live longer and are less likely to suffer from depression or cognitive decline. When you feel connected, your body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and boosts your immune system. Think of it as emotional armor that shields you from life's challenges. Number 5, purpose and passion. What gets you out of bed in the morning? For many seniors, retirement can feel like losing a sense of purpose. But in places like Sardinia, elders remain deeply involved in their communities, whether through mentoring, volunteering, or pursuing hobbies. Having a reason to wake up each day can add years to your life. Studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose have lower levels of stress hormones and inflammation. Purpose acts like a compass, guiding you toward a healthier, more fulfilling life. Let's discuss some common pitfalls to avoid. Chronic stress is one of the biggest threats to longevity. When your body is under constant stress, it releases cortisol, a hormone that damages your cells over time. It's like a fire alarm going off non-stop. It drains your energy and weakens your defenses. Another critical but often overlooked factor, sleep. While we sleep, our bodies repair damaged cells, flush out toxins, and reset for the next day. Missing out on sleep is like skipping maintenance on your car. You might not notice the effects right away, but over time, the damage adds up. Building suspense. What's next? Now that we've covered the foundations of longevity, you might be wondering, how do I start putting these habits into practice? The good news is that you don't have to overhaul your entire life. The simplest changes are often the most powerful. In the next section, we'll reveal 10 specific habits you can adopt today to start living longer and feeling better. These aren't just tips, they're life changers backed by science. And here's the best part. They're easy to fit into your daily routine, no matter your age or current health. Before we dive into those tips, take a moment to reflect. Which of these foundational ideas, moving naturally, eating better, connecting with others, or finding purpose, resonates most with you? Let us know in the comments below. Your insights might just inspire someone else to take the first step. Now that we've laid the groundwork for understanding longevity, it's time to dive into actionable steps you can take today. These aren't just tips, they're transformative habits that can improve your physical health, mental clarity, and overall happiness. Let's explore the secrets to living past 90 and thriving while you do it. Number 1. Prioritize daily movement. The advice is to move your body every single day in ways that feel natural and enjoyable. Regular movement keeps your heart strong, your muscles active, and your joints flexible. But this doesn't mean you need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Instead, think about incorporating movement into your routine in small but impactful ways. Take short walks. Aim for a 20-30 minute walk each day. Walking after meals is especially beneficial for blood sugar control. Gardening or household chores, activities like planting flowers, sweeping the floor, or even rearranging furniture can double as exercise. Stretching or yoga, gentle stretching in the morning or before bed, helps improve flexibility and reduces stiffness. Cause and effect. Storytelling. Imagine starting your day with a 15-minute walk around the block. Over time, you notice you're sleeping better, your knees don't ache as much, and you have more energy to play with your grandkids. Those small steps add up to a bigger, more active life. Number 2, follow the 80% full rule. The advice is to stop eating when you're about 80% full instead of clearing your plate. Overeating stresses your digestive system and can lead to weight gain, which increases your risk of chronic diseases, like diabetes and heart disease. Eating mindfully not only helps control your portions, but also makes meals more enjoyable. Use smaller plates. Serve your meals on smaller dishes to naturally reduce portion sizes. Eat slowly. Take time to savor each bite. It takes about 20 minutes for your brain to register fullness, so eating slower prevents overeating. Plan balanced meals. Focus on nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats, which keep you satisfied longer. Cause and effect. Storytelling. Let's say you decide to eat slower and serve yourself a smaller portion at dinner. You begin to notice you don't feel bloated after meals anymore, and your energy levels stay consistent throughout the day. By eating just enough, you're giving your body exactly what it needs. No more, no less. Number 3, build a strong social circle. The advice: spend time with people who uplift you and prioritize meaningful relationships. Loneliness and isolation can significantly impact your health, increasing your risk of depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. On the flip side, nurturing social connections boost your mood and immune system. Join a club or group, find a local book club, gardening group, or fitness class to meet like-minded people. Schedule regular check-ins. Call or visit a loved one each week. Even a short conversation can strengthen your bond. Helping others can provide a sense of purpose while connecting you with your community. Picture yourself joining a local walking group. At first, you're hesitant, but soon you start looking forward to the laughter and shared stories. You feel less alone, your mood improves, and suddenly staying active doesn't feel like a chore. It's something you enjoy. Number 4, eat more plant-based foods. The advice: add more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes to your diet. Plant-based foods are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help fight inflammation and prevent diseases. They're also high in fiber, which supports digestion and keeps your heart healthy. Meatless Mondays. Dedicate one day a week to trying plant-based recipes. Snack. Smart. Swap chips and cookies for nuts, seeds, or a piece of fruit. Color your plate. Aim to include a variety of colorful vegetables in every meal for a broader range of nutrients. Imagine swapping your usual breakfast of processed cereal for a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh berries and almonds. Within weeks, you notice improved digestion and more stable energy levels. Your doctor even mentions that your cholesterol levels are improving, all thanks to those small dietary changes. Number 5, cultivate a sense of purpose. The advice: find something that gives your life meaning and brings you joy. Having a sense of purpose can lower stress, improve resilience, and even reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. It keeps your mind sharp and gives you a reason to look forward to each day. Explore a new hobby, learn a musical instrument, paint, or write in a journal. Mentor or teach. Share your knowledge and skills with younger generations. Set personal goals. Whether it's walking a certain number of steps each day or completing a creative project, having goals keeps you motivated. Imagine deciding to volunteer at a local school helping kids with reading. At first, it's just a way to pass the time, but soon you find yourself looking forward to their smiles and questions. You feel younger, more engaged, and proud of the difference you're making. Adopting these habits doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. When you move daily, eat mindfully. Connect with others, embrace a plant-based diet, and find purpose, you'll start to notice profound changes in your overall well-being. Which of these tips resonates with you the most? Are you ready to try one today? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, it's never too late to start building habits that help you thrive. Now that we've covered the actionable habits for longevity, let's take a moment to address some common myths. These misconceptions often hold people back from making positive changes or give a false sense of security. Let's separate fact from fiction so you can make informed decisions about your health and well-being. Myth number 1. Longevity is all about genetics. The misconception: many people believe that living a long life is purely determined by their genes. The reasoning goes, if your parents or grandparents lived into their 90s, you will too, or vice versa. If they didn't, your fate is sealed. The truth is, genetics do play a role. Research shows they account for only about 20–30% of longevity. The remaining 70–80% is influenced by lifestyle choices, such as diet, exercise, stress management, and social connections. Dr. David Katz, a leading preventive medicine expert, explains, "Our genes may load the gun, but our lifestyle pulls the trigger." This means that even if you're predisposed to certain health risks, adopting healthy habits can significantly reduce your chances of developing those conditions. Your future isn't set in stone. By focusing on the habits we discussed, like moving daily, eating more plants, and connecting with loved ones, you can take control of your health and even extend your lifespan. Myth number 2, it's too late to make a difference. The misconception. Some people think that if they haven't been healthy their whole lives, there's no point in starting now. The idea is, why bother if the damage is already done? The truth is, it's never too late to benefit from positive changes. Studies show that even seniors who start exercising, eating healthier, or quitting smoking in their 60s, 70s, or beyond can experience significant improvements in their health and quality of life. A study published in The Lancet found that people who started exercising regularly in their later years reduced their risk of major illnesses, like heart disease, by up to 50%. Similarly, adopting a plant-based diet can help reverse conditions like high blood pressure or high cholesterol, even in advanced age. Let's talk about a real-life example. Consider those who join community fitness classes or take up walking later in life. They often report feeling stronger, more energetic, and more socially connected within just a few weeks of starting. Myth number 3. Supplements are the key to longevity. With countless ads promoting miracle anti-aging pills and supplements, it's easy to believe that taking a handful of vitamins every day is all you need to live longer. The truth is, supplements can help fill specific nutritional gaps, but they're not a magic bullet. Relying solely on pills without addressing your overall diet and lifestyle won't lead to meaningful improvements in health or longevity. Dr. Michael Greger, author of How Not to Die, emphasizes, you can't out-supplement a poor diet. Whole plant-based foods provide a synergistic effect that no pill can replicate. Focus on getting your nutrients from real foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains. If you do need supplements, like vitamin D or B12, consult your doctor to ensure you're using them appropriately. Myth number 4. Living longer means sacrificing quality of life. Many people fear that extending their lifespan just means adding more years of poor health. They imagine living longer as being frail, sick, or dependent on others. The truth is, the goal of longevity isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. The habits we've discussed don't just extend your lifespan, they also enhance your health span, which is the number of years you remain active, independent, and free from chronic diseases. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that people who adopt healthy habits in their 50s, 60s, and beyond experience fewer years of disability at the end of their lives. In other words, they live not just longer, but healthier lives. When you prioritize movement, nutrition, and social connections, you're not just avoiding disease, you're creating a life full of energy and joy. Imagine celebrating your 90th birthday by dancing with your grandkids instead of sitting on the sidelines. Myth number 5. You need drastic changes to see results. A common belief is that improving your health requires big, overwhelming changes, like completely cutting out sugar, exercising for hours, or following complicated meal plans. The truth is that small, consistent changes are far more effective and sustainable. Remember, the habits of people in blue zones aren't extreme. They're simple, everyday actions like walking, eating mindfully, and spending time with loved ones. Dr. Dean Ornish, a pioneer in lifestyle medicine, states, "The power of small, sustainable changes is that they can reverse disease, improve well-being, and add years to your life without making you miserable in the process." Start small. Add an extra serving of vegetables to your meals, take a 10-minute walk after dinner, or call a friend once a week. These little steps may seem insignificant, but over time they create a ripple effect that transforms your health. By clearing up these myths, you now have the tools to approach longevity with confidence. The truth is empowering. You don't need perfect genes, expensive supplements, or drastic changes to live a long and fulfilling life. What you need are consistent, meaningful habits that support your mind, body, and soul. What's one myth about health or aging that you believed in the past? Share it in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. As we wrap up, take a moment to imagine this. Waking up each day with energy and purpose, surrounded by loved ones, and feeling confident in your ability to take on whatever life brings. Picture celebrating your 90th or even 100th birthday. Not just as a milestone, but as a testament to a life well lived. Doesn't that sound amazing? What we've shared today isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. The habits we've discussed, like moving naturally, eating mindfully, connecting with others, embracing plant-based foods, and finding purpose, are simple yet profoundly powerful. They don't require drastic changes or unrealistic commitments. Instead, they invite you to take small, consistent steps that add up to big transformations. Let me share a quick story. A woman named Margaret, a retired teacher in her early 70s, decided to make a few changes after noticing she was feeling sluggish and disconnected. She started by walking with a neighbor every morning and swapping her sugary snacks for fresh fruit. Over time, those small steps turned into a cascade of positive changes. She felt stronger, started volunteering at a local school, and rekindled old friendships. By her 80th birthday, Margaret wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. Here's the truth. It's never too late to start living the life you deserve. Every day is an opportunity to move a little more, eat a little better, and connect a little deeper. And with each small effort, you're building a future filled with health, joy, and fulfillment. So, as you go about your day today, ask yourself, what's one small change I can make to take better care of myself? Whether it's a walk around the block, a call to an old friend, or an extra serving of vegetables at dinner, every step matters. You have the power to shape your future, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more content to help you thrive. Remember, your best years aren't behind you, they're still ahead. Let's make them count. You've got this, and we're cheering you on every step of the way. If this video inspired you to take steps toward a healthier, longer, and more fulfilling life, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your support helps us reach more people who, just like you, are looking to improve their well-being and make the most of every moment. We'd also love to hear from you. What's one habit you're excited to start implementing? Or do you have your secrets to staying healthy and happy as you age? Share your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. We read every single one, and your story could inspire someone else to take that first step. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have so much more to share about living well, staying strong, and embracing the joy of aging gracefully. Together, let's make these years the best they can be. See you in the next video.